Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, honor to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua, for giving us this truth. Double honor to all the elders teaching on the four corners of the earth, teaching in truth and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. Brother Khan from the South Alliance of Judah, Jeshurun Ryan here in Chicago. To you, I say shalom. Coming at y'all with another one, and we're going to talk about salvation unto the Gentiles, understanding cleaving to Jacob. All right, so I woke up this morning and I saw this YouTuber by the name of Moving Mindset Ministries or Ministry, and he made a couple of points that I had to come back and listen to. Okay, and his whole job to me through the Spirit is to save Esau. It's never been intended for the actual Africans or the Chinese or any other nations. See, a lot of these Israelites, when they come into the truth, they still try to save Esau. Now, according to the Bible, they will cleave, but it's not going to be the type of cleaving that he thinks is going to happen. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48, and it reads, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things." All right, so this is a curse that befell our people. Okay, we have to cleave to our oppressors, which is Esau and the other nations. Okay, we don't have any major independence from him, and when we tried to come up with some type of independence, they bombed our cities, such as Black Wall Street, that was making millions of dollars. All right, and they wanted some of that money. So the reason why I got that scripture, because that was a punishment that was put on the nation of Israel. But on the flip side, that curse and punishment is going to be put on our oppressors and our enemies. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7, and it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and upon them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." So, of course, they will cleave on to the nation of Israel, but they will not get equal salvation to the actual Israelites. Okay, they're going to work for their food and clothes and shelter, and they're going to be oppressed and spoiled evermore, just like we were. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1, and it reads, "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own place," or in their own land. So the Lord is going to choose Israel. He's not choosing the other nations. Okay, let me get that again. "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel." Okay, so he's not choosing the other Gentiles. He's choosing the nation of Israel, the Israelites that scattered among the other nations, which is considered the Gentiles. Okay, it's two different Gentiles in the Bible. It's two different strangers. You have to know the difference. And it reads, "And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids." Okay, so we're going to take them to their place, and they're going to serve us in slavery or captivity, if you will. All right, this is the Bible. I'm not. This is what the Bible say. All right, it say, "And they shall take them captives." When you look up the word captive, it means to round up and put in jail, or to capture, or to take hold of, to bond. Okay, it's saying they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So they've been oppressing us for so freaking long, to the fact that our people, we're still trying to have Stockholm syndrome and save these people. Okay, so that was the Old Testament. I'm gonna go to the New Testament, because a lot of you Christians out there to say, "Oh, that's the Old Testament. All that came to pass." All right, so we're going to get it out of who you know as Jesus Christ's mouth, man, which is his true Hebrew name is Yahushua. And it reads, Revelation 13:9, "If any man have an ear, let him hear." He that lead into captivity, all right, which is slavery, shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Okay, here is the patience and faith of the saints. Okay, so the Bible is cut, clear, and dry about what it says. And then from the beginning, the Most High knew that Esau was going to put us in slavery because he gave the prophecy. And we're going to read it. Genesis 25, verse 23. Genesis 25, verse 23, and it reads, and the Lord Yahweh said unto her, who is her, Rebekah, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated. Okay? You got to keep that in your head. So, thou shalt not abhor Edomite, and whatever ulterior motives you brothers trying to use to try to bring the nations in. No, the scripture said from the beginning, 2 nations shall be separated from thy bowels. All right. And it's not just talking about the 2 boys that you see on the screen. It's talking about their descendants. Okay. And we know that Esau was creating separation. So why in 2025 they want to bring everybody together is because they know that their time running out, and the Most High is upset with them for what they did to our people. All the lynching, killing all of our leaders, the false education system, putting our people in prison, false accusations. Hey, they gonna pay for that, man. Okay, so it say 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other. And we know that the black man, the so-called black man, is stronger than the so-called white man. He looked the best. Everybody loved him. He cooked better than everybody else. He's the most charismatic man on this planet, and everybody copy his, his swag. You know what I'm saying? Because they know he's creme de la creme. Okay. And it say stronger than the other. Stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So when you read a couple of more verses down, Esau was the oldest. He was the elder, man. So the Bible say the elder shall serve the younger. Okay. And that hasn't happened yet. So when they say they're going to serve us, that means that they're going into captivity, man. Okay. So this was from the beginning. It said 2 nations are in our womb, man, and 2 manner of people shall be separated, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, so that's separation, and that's letting you know that prophecy is going to be fulfilled, and it must be fulfilled. Okay, so now we're going to go to the book of Matthew 25, verse 31, and it reads, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. All right. And it reads, verse 32, and before him shall be gathered all nations. Okay, so all the other nations, the Gentiles, the Israelite Gentiles, and the natural born Gentiles, all nations. And he shall separate them, okay, one from another, as a sheep, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. Okay, so we know who the sheep is. Let's get that. So that proves that Israel is in all nations, man. So you can't use that word Gentile loosely if you don't know how to break it down, man. Matthew chapter 10, verse 5, and it reads, these 12 Yahweh shall sent forth and commanded them, saying, from the beginning, go not into the way of the Gentiles. Now these Gentiles are not Israelites. And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now when you go back and say, verse 32, Matthew 25 and 32, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep. Okay, who is the sheep? Matthew 10 and 5, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So he's going to separate the sheep from the goat. Okay, so these guys that make these YouTube channels, they have not studied enough. Okay, and they are setting stumbling blocks for the new people that come into this truth, man. All right. So the Gentiles that could be saved, all right, are the Israelites that's scattered among the four corners of the earth pursuant to the book of Deuteronomy. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, you so-called Jamaicans, you African Americans, you Haitians, you Puerto Ricans, you Dominicans, you Mexicans, you Native Indians, man. You will be considered the Israelites, man. This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3, and it reads, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itchy ears." All right, so you want somebody, you want to hear what you want to hear. You don't want to hear the full truth. You're not eating the whole roll of these scriptures, man. Okay, you want to hear that all the nations can be saved, and that's just not the scriptures. Now, everybody will be in the kingdom of heaven, but the other nations, the natural born Gentiles, will not get the privileges of the Israelites, man. Okay? They got to pay for their sins, man. Let me get that again. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3, and it reads, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itchy ears," man. All right, so you want to hear what you want to hear from your favorite YouTuber who doesn't go out and hit the streets. Okay, because the real prophets are out on the streets. Okay, the real prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is on the streets teaching the gospel. So I'm gonna close out on one last scripture. It's the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 12, and it reads, For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat, man. So with that, I hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. With that, shalom.